Okay, so Iron Man can beat Loki, or at least knock him down. Of course, one can argue that Loki gave up intentionally as part of his whole plan, but despite that, Iron Man still dealt a major blow. Iron Man can contend with Thor also, as displayed by their fight scene. Oh, and by the way, the only real reason there was a Thor versus Iron Man fight to begin with was because the producers demanded it based on the popularity of the two characters in their respective films.
Exploit, money.
Exactly. So basically, the main point I'm trying to make is if Iron Man can fight Thor and Loki, then Captain America can too. Cap has frequently battled on the same grounds as Iron Man. Truth be told, the two do, in fact, fight during Marvel's Civil War storyline. I have several clips exhibiting the effectiveness of Cap against Iron Man.
Need to give repair systems some time.
Not gonna happen, Tony!
Anyways, there's plenty of material that shows Captain America as a more capable superhero than Joss Whedon decided to portray him. Personality, appearance, dialogue, and even his comedy were all perfect. He merely needed to possess more of his combat skills and strength. One other part that was massively problematic for me was a scene when S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier was under attack by Hawkeye and Cap was without a shield for any real reason. Tony Stark had enough time to get a suit. How did Cap not have enough time to get his shield? Why wasn't it already strapped to his back, or at least close by for that matter? And then to make matters worse, a one-on-one gun battle ensues between Cap and a villain lackey, and Iron Man has to save the damsel Captain America again? What happened to his super speed, which would absolutely affect his reaction times and skill with a gun? Plus, he's frequently been shown dual-wielding a gun and shield in his own movie. I don't get it.
Level 4. Avenger 3. I'll meet you there.
Control panel, tell me which relays are in overload position. Word.
Captain America is more than a mere tactician and soldier. He is a super soldier, and I would simply like him to be portrayed more accurately. Well, I've stated my case, I think. I shall now direct the attention to SundanceCoyote. Sundance, you're up.
Thanks, Spectre. Although I do agree that Captain America didn't get a square deal, my squabble was more with the movie's Hulk. Louis Leterrier and Edward Norton both put a lot of effort and consideration into creating the powerful Hulk in 2008 Incredible Hulk film. The CGI in that film accounts for practically everything, and it even provides it even provides Hulk and Abomination with working veins. You know. However, the Hulk in the Avengers film has a chubby gut on him, and he looks like a big green gorilla walking around. I reckon that if Norton's Hulk fought Ruffalo's Hulk, Norton's Hulk would probably win. I mean, he just looks more ferocious and not so goofy. 2008 Hulk looked like a monster. But You know, he's like a completely muscular machine capable of destroying nearly anything. When I see the 2012 Hulk, I can't help but chuckle.
I agree. The newest Hulk does seem rather ape-like in appearance, especially when juxtaposed with the 2008 rendition.
You're preaching to the choir, friend. He simply doesn't possess the body definition and intricate coloration that Norton's Hulk had. Here's some clips showcasing Norton's Hulk's appearance versus the Ruffalo Hulk.
Is that all you've got?
The Incredible Hulk's appearance does change throughout the comics, but that's because different artists want to voice their opinions on how they think the Hulk
In
should
my
look.
world, ain't necessarily due to the existence of changes, but rather how they changed him. I mean, come on. Why would the Hulk be chubby?
Ik ben niet een grote fan van de vette Hulk. I find the Louis Leterrier Hulk to be much better.
I know. He's supposed to be a massive muscle monster. And as for the linebacker look versus the bodybuilder, honestly, how many bodybuilders have you seen jump? Now think about how frequently the Hulk jumps. You know, how frequently is he leaping around? I reckon the linebacker leaping and running look much more natural in comparison to Avengers Hulk. I mean, honestly, half expected the version to start running around on his fists like a big old hairy gorilla.
In fact, if memory serves me well, and it always does, this Monkey Hulk does actually steady himself and walk a little bit like an ape. Particularly during the final battle scenes. I had a proper laugh when I saw that. Big old Monkey Hulk.
Yep. You see, I rest my case for Fat Gorilla Hulk. As for Mark Ruffalo playing Bruce Banner, I feel he did a moderate job for what he had to do, even though he didn't actually have to keep my attention for an entire film like Norton did. Plus, he had Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Black Widow, Nick Fury, Loki, and Hawkeye to help make his movie a success. Thus, I reserve my judgment for his performance till he's made an entire Hulk movie. After all, the only reason Edward Norton wasn't able to reprise his role because Disney is too cheap to pay actors, even though their films are generously, they're generally ridiculously lucrative.
The thing happened the same with Terrence Howard in the Iron Man movies. He was better James Rhodes than Don Cheadle, but never even got a chance to redo the role.
Tell me about it. These actors aren't replaced because they're not any good at their roles, or even because there's a better actor for the part. They're replaced simply because these greedy money mongers don't want to spend a buck.
That certainly wasn't right.
Well, this conversation sort of leads me into my next point anyway, so I think I'm gonna move on. Joss Whedon claimed that his Bruce Banner in the Avengers didn't want to turn into the Hulk more than the Edward Norton version. I'm sorry to say, I can't agree with that at all. Norton's Bruce Banner is continually worried about changing into the uncontrollable beast that is the Hulk throughout his film. Mark Ruffalo's Banner, on the other hand, just seems cocky and snooty. I got some clips showcasing, Norton's Banner trying not to change it, versus Ruffalo's Banner being kind of a jerk. See how smug Ruffalo's Banner looks?
Para por eu raiva muito. You don't understand. Something really bad is about to happen.
He needs me in a cage.
No one's gonna put you in a...
I'm sorry, that was mean. We do this the easy way. The other guy doesn't make a mess. Just you and me.